Welcome back, everybody. This is the recap video for the Modern League that I just finished. Hopefully you watched all those videos and enjoyed them. If you did, make sure you like them all, favorite them, comment them, whatever you want to do. But let's talk about the deck and how Junda performed. I think the deck did fine. I think the main deck configuration was okay. There's a couple games where we flooded out that didn't feel very good. There wasn't any time where I really felt like the cards that I had in my deck weren't proper or good, I should say, I guess. Main deck cards felt good. I feel like this setup is perfectly fine to play online in those modern leagues. I do wish this a few times was a different 4-drop, but the games where Huntmaster did land and was flipping over and back and forth and giving me life and stuff, it did feel good. So I can't say I hated this card completely. I just am really on the Hazoret hype train right now. So, there was a couple other times where I did wish I had my Chandra Torch of Defiance as well, but that's, c'est la vie, you gotta do what you gotta do. We'll get those cards eventually. For now, I think the main deck is perfectly fine. I'm gonna run this for a little bit. It felt good. The sideboard is what I feel like needs a little bit of work for me. This didn't come in at all. Whoops, this card didn't come in at all. This card, every time I brought it in, just ended up dealing me a bunch of damage and getting pitched to a Liliana. And this card never came in at all. Besides that, I actually brought in all of the other cards in the sideboard. We brought in Blood Moons against the Saheeli deck. We brought in Kitchen Finks in that last round. These guys were good against Storm. We just never drew them. And of course, Ancient Grudge was great. I mean, we didn't draw it, but it's a great card. So for future leagues, the cards on the chopping block will be these three. I don't know exactly what I can replace them for, I guess is the right way to say that. I have a Feed the Clan currently. I actually have a second Ancient Grudge, which might come in for this Lavamancer. I think Anger, that we didn't hit the matchups where Anger mattered. Like, we only brought in Kitchen Finks in one round, sure, but there's so many matchups that we didn't play against that Kitchen Finks is great in. I don't feel bad playing this. Same thing with Thrun. Like, we didn't hit a control deck, so Thrun we never really needed, which I understand. And say, like, 5-round league one time isn't going to give you all of the information you need about the modern format. It's way too open, it's way too diverse, and you just got to work on it. But I think definitely Anger is a card that I'll have to keep my eye on as something that I could possibly switch out for future leagues and videos and things like that. Besides that, I think... Oh, Brutality. We didn't talk about Brutality. I think this card is just too good to cut. I could easily see maybe going down to 1 in certain situations, but with the looming possibility of burn with a lot of small creature decks around, like the company decks, this card feels so good to escalate, to kill one of their dudes and take their company. I'm gonna keep this card. So yeah, we're gonna look around a little bit. We're gonna see possibly these 3 cards get moved. What could I run? What are other cards that I could get a hold of? Engineered Explosives maybe over Anger, but that seems kind of weak. I like Engineered Explosives plus a board wipe like Anger. This, like I said, I'll probably just be an Ancient Grudge next league, and then I'll immediately regret not having this card probably, but I think we're going to try 2 Ancient Grudges next time, and I think I'll just leave the Thrun in. Oops. So if we leave these 2 cards in, let's replace this for an Ancient Grudge. I think that looks like a pretty solid sideboard for Jund right now. Storm is big. That's 2 leagues now that I've played Storm, and the other decks, of course, they were different each time. So that's gonna do it for this video series, though. Like I said earlier, I hope you guys thoroughly enjoyed those videos, and should be making more relatively soon because we got a lot of free leagues I can play in. So thanks again for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will see you next league.